Lackey.
Epstein.
Yep.
He's
the
much
curse
better.
breaker, right?
yeah, and they just
broken
pushed
two
him out of
curses.
town.
He broke 2
He
curses.
broke two.
Yeah,
This
he's
guy's the man.
automatic Hall of Fame.
Yeah, this guy's
You know
the
what
man.
else is automatic Hall of Fame? This goddamn podcast. Welcome,
Stop
everybody,
it.
to another episode of the Tangent Podcast, episode number 88 for the week of November 7th, 2016. I'm your host, Brian Thomas, alongside my lovable co-host, Justin Kane.
Hello.
Anthony Salvatore.
Hello.
And Gary Hines.
Hello.
And we're the podcast for the site pixelatedpoints.com, where we talk about the games we've been playing during the week in a little segment we like to call Under Your Thumb. And then we do the news, where some people get drunk and some people don't, in a segment we like to call the Drunken News. But let's just dive right into Under Your Thumb this week. So last week, Justin, you went last week.
I
so
went
you
last
get to
week.
choose who gets to go first this week.
Okay. I'm going to choose Brian.
Oh, all right. So I have a very quick, short but sweet Under Your Thumb this week. So I continued to play Overwatch, as I always do every week.
Here we
Continued
go.
to play...
Trying to write that down.
No, don't even worry about it.
Short.
Don't even
I'll
worry.
be writing it down
40
later, I'm
times,
sure.
yeah.
You might as well just write that down.
So Overwatch, I played a little bit of Gears of War Online. The online matchmaking, I will say, is much better than it was...
And
the past, around launch. It's easier to find matches. Things are going much quicker. People are still crushing me, so I'm not very good.
Makes sense.
Yeah. What?
Just saying, bro.
Yeah, whoa,
Yeah,
shit.
thanks.
I've played multiplayers with you before.
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
Whoa,
Next
whoa,
time,
Smoked.
Whoa.
Brian, I need
Just
healing.
Cox?
You're not getting a fucking
You're
orb.
good.
You're not getting an orb.
Yeah, you're getting nothing.
You're getting
He's gonna
nothing.
He's going to Discord you, pal.
Yeah.
Lag out.
My legs were crossed, so
I don't
I
know what
was
that
just
means.
joking.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyways,
I was
yeah.
fibbing.
Yeah, he was
Fibbing.
kidding, guy.
You were joshing around, if you will.
Joshing.
I still
Okay.
love you.
Oh,
We're joshing you.
one love.
But seriously, what's your KD?
Well, I mean, it's better than whatever. Yeah, never mind. Anyways,
Yeah,
so the
moving
one
on.
game that I actually played this week is a new game that I played, and it's been sitting in my closet for quite some time. I bought it. It dropped for the Wii U and dropped in price the Nintendo Select. I played Lego City Undercover. So for
Lego
those of
Shit.
you that do not know what this game is, it is Grand Theft Auto, where you play as a police officer in a Lego world.
It's probably unreal because I played like the Lego
They're sick as shit.
like superheroes game.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I'm not gonna lie to you, this game is like really good. It's so good.
The Lego games are sick.
Yeah, like I did play Lego Star Wars, a few of the original ones, and I haven't played anything since. But I remember when this game came out, I was really interested in it. I remember they showed it off during like a bunch of the Wii U press conferences and things of that nature, and it always looked interesting to me. It looked really funny, it looked quirky, and I just never got around to doing it or playing it because it's $60. So now that the Wii U is kind of on the decline and they opened up with the Nintendo Selects, it was one of the 8 games for $20. I got it for $15 thanks to Amazon. Popped it in today or this week and played quite a bit of it. The first thing that I'll say is that it's extraordinarily funny.
They're always like really super quirky and like whoever writes them is pretty funny.
Well, with
person.
this one, I don't know when they
one guy
introduced
writing all
voice
of
acting into the Lego games, but this has voice acting. So
Interesting. I don't remember if there. I don't think there was in the superheroes one. If I think it might have the Avengers or whatever. I'm not sure. I don't think there is.
I think I know that there are the Lego Avengers one. You have the Marvel superhero one. You don't have the Avengers game.
Yeah.
So I know that the Avengers game
there a long
has
time ago.
Yeah.
some voice acting, but this one is like truly funny, and it's clearly made for children. But there's just the humor itself is kind of slapstick for the kids, for them to laugh and like, oh, that's stupid. But the writing itself is so incredibly clever that like I found myself laughing, and I actually handed the gamepad off to Tia, and I was like, I want you to play this just to see, and she was laughing as well. And for everyone at home, Tia's my girlfriend, and so she was playing. Congrats. But she was playing and she was laughing and she was having a good time as well. So it is kind of a perfect game. And Tia doesn't play at all. She plays Mario Kart and that's about it. But she was having a great time playing this as well.
What do you do in it? Like, what
So-
do you?
So you
What's the
obviously
objective?
you
What's like-
collect.
what's a mission
So
here?
it's story based.
What
So
do you got?
you're a police officer who's been away from Lego City for about 2 years, and then you come back
And it's overrun.
I forget his name.
everywhere.
It's like Max Fury or something like that is the bad guy.
Oh, that's
It's
sick.
Max Fury. Okay,
Yeah.
so Max Fury is the bad guy, and he's broken out of prison, and now he's running gangs and crime is going up. So they're bringing you back in the seasoned vet, although you're like 20 something.
Yeah.
Anyways, you have this girl.
Lego World.
Yeah.
That's like 67.
They all got that baby face. Yeah,
But,
to make it that long.
So he's got like
eventually they just
he's
give
got
him
a
beard.
girlfriend back or like a love interest back in Lego City that's in police custody, and she's like, get away from me, you can't be seen with me because this guy's on the loose, you're gonna get me in trouble again. And there's this great story of how there's backstories between the two of you and really witty dialogue, but the main objective of the game is to get all the way to capture Max Fury. So he's got his goons doing stuff, bad crap, and like it was just bad crap. And well, I mean,
Lego stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
Back in Lego.
I mean, you can't say shit when you're talking about Legos, but
yeah, he's fucking stealing money, running people
there was
over.
so the
frick, dude?
yeah. One of the missions was
the
three
brick?
clowns. Three clowns. What the brick?
That's a good one.
So
Write that down.
three clowns rob a bank, and then you have to they all scatter, and you have to start. You go and find them, and you just run after them.
Do you beat them
and
up, or you Lego shoot them, and they like?
You don't
go
shoot.
blow
I
up?
haven't shot a gun, so you're running and you're chasing after them because you're a cop. You don't kill people. In Lego City.
In Lego City.
In Lego City.
In Lego City, right? So you just beat them up, like, or you just
So
catch them and handcuff them.
Catch them and handcuff them. Or there are you can kind of fight. So I've gotten into a few fight scenes, but one of the coolest parts is actually the platforming. So it was one of the clowns.
It's over for
Well,
him.
no. All right. So after the clown thing was all done, there was a heist going on in one of the TV radio broadcasting buildings. So you're climbing, you're climbing these skyscrapers. So you get onto the roof axis of these skyscrapers, then you're climbing back and forth, swinging, using zip lines across the two buildings and
Scaffolding and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun because you're getting really high up, and he's like, "Oh God, I don't know if I can. Don't look down."
You shit in bricks. you know.
Can't say shit in Lego City, bro.
Oh right.
Yeah,
Pooping bricks, crapping
yeah,
bricks.
But,
Leave the jokes to Anthony.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes, it's his week this week.
It's the haircut.
yeah.
So how many missions have you completed?
I don't know, something like 5 or 6 or something like that.
It's only hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, I haven't seen any shooting whatsoever.
Okay.
It's a lot. There's also driving that you can get into cars. You can stop a car and it's like official police business.
Can you
and then
give anybody a ticket?
I haven't been able to give anybody a ticket yet.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, if you like Lego games, absolutely. And if you have a Wii U, I would look.
What's so funny about that?
The 12 million that's only out in
Is
circulation.
it exclusive?
That will
Yeah,
only
it's
be out
only
now.
for the Wii U, which is a damn shame because this game probably would have done much better had it been on.
Well, exposed to all those other people.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely on a dying. I hope that they release it at some point on
What
other
was
platforms.
the name of
Switch.
the deal or the Xbox used to do it, right? It was like Platinum Games or what was it
Yeah,
called
it was
for the
Platinum
Wii?
hits.
Nintendo
For
Select.
this,
Did
it's
you
yeah,
not
Nintendo
hear
Select.
him
Yeah.
say
Nintendo
Nintendo
Selects.
Selects about 4 times when talking about
Well,
it?
now that I want to
Sony's
know what it is,
just great.
now I'm
Now
downloading
he's
it.
processing.
Yeah.
He's listening right now.
Yeah.
Just give him 5 more minutes.
Also,
He'll be on his phone.
So I was a little curious because there is a 3DS version of this game, and I was curious to see how that was. So I kind of did some Googling, and it's not nearly as good from what I've read. So if you have a 3DS, I wouldn't recommend buying that one. I
But
would
if you have a
recommend
Wii U.
getting the one for the Wii U.
There you go.
But yeah, that's going to be
Well,
it for me. Oh,
Can you use the Pro Controller for this?
I believe so, yeah.
All right.
I'll,
So
I'll check.
That's the one
I'll
question.
check for you. Well, I mean, on the gamepad, they don't give you anything. So actually,
Yeah,
that's a
exactly.
lie.
They
That is a
never-
lie. Hold on. It's not a
Oh, it
map.
should
So
be
you're
map.
just looking kind of at nothing for the most part.
Yeah.
But
Sounds like
Perfect utilization.
yeah.
They
But-
optimize that.
hold on. There is stuff that you can do with the gamepad. So, excuse me.
Oh shit.
When you
Change
first
the
start
colors
off,
of the blank screen.
they give you
rumble the shit out. Ugh.
they give you like a little. They're like, oh, here's a PDF or a phone. Like, here's this thing, and it's basically just the white gamepad in game. So he pulls it out, and so that's how he communicates with people back at the station. And she's like, oh, hey, I just unlocked this ability on your gamepad or on your device. Try using this now, and it's a scanner. So you literally, if you're looking at the building, for example, the skyscraper mission that I had, it's like you got to find where they are. So you don't know where they are in the entire building. So you're on a opposite building across the street, and you take up the gamepad and you bring it up here, and you're scanning around. And there's a ton of people that you can scan. I mean, there's like 7 or whatever. There's not like 1,000 that would be actually.
That's a ton.
Lego City.
7
Lego City. That's
In
a
Lego
ton.
City, that's
City.
a ton.
They
So-
could be heavy. You don't know how much. I
Yeah,
mean,
so
Legos
then
are
you
complicated.
scan it, and
can
it's like,
split.
okay, that's
Yeah.
where the bad person is, and then you go up and get that guy.
You don't shoot him, of course. You just go. You say, "Hey, gotcha," and he's like, "Ah, damn it."
Well, he does. You have to chase him down and tackle him.
oh, I see.
It's a little brutal.
I see. That's well. I mean, sounds good.
Yeah, I was having a great time with it. It's fun, it's quick, it's simple. It wasn't
Quirky.
anything. Yeah, exactly. It actually made me laugh out loud. It wasn't one of those like, it's funny. Like I actually laughed.
Good.
So I haven't really played a game like that since I would say South Park.
Ooh,
So,
that was a great.
but that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna move on to Gary. I want to hear what
Nice.
Gary says.
Nice. So I played Overwatch. I played a ton of Overwatch. Got a lot to say about it right now.
Do you though?
No, I don't.
Drew a nice
we
picture
will.
of it.
Yeah, I did. I drew a
pumpkin.
nice pumpkin of it too. We
Didn't-
carved it.
Yeah.
Didn't
You
you
guys
guys
didn't
Carving
see his
was-
Twitter
was
account.
Great. But I actually played 3 different games this week. The first game I will talk about is Until Dawn. I know Steve's all excited about this. I actually completed it.
Between Overwatch, I guess.
Yeah. So I completed
I am
Until
excited
Dawn.
about it.
And I know last week I kind of talked about how I kind of found something out that was kind of revealed on who the killer was, who the psychologist was talking to. And it was kind of a major revelation in the game.
Were you
and-
right?
No. No, I didn't know. To tell you the truth, I
Right,
didn't
but
know
you-
what was going on.
Curveball.
But you had guessed earlier.
Yeah, and no, I was
not
not
to spoil.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
not right. And so the game really picks up in the last 3 chapters. A lot of shit goes down. So basically, at the end of the game, there's 8 characters that you start off with that you have control over whether they live or die. By the end of the game, 6 of them are dead. 2 of them survived.
And this is Gary's playthrough.
You said
not
you can save,
everyone's.
yeah, you
You
can
can
save.
save
You
everyone.
can save everybody.
you
Like I
had
said,
to.
this game, there's 300 different ways you can play it and get to. I don't know exactly how many different endings there are, but if there's 300 different pathways, I'm guessing there's a lot of endings. And the cool thing at the very end, as the credits are going, the police are interviewing the 2 survivors, and they're
Or
talking
however
about
many.
yeah, or
survivors.
however
you had.
many were left alive. I am happy to report that Sam is still alive. That was the one character that I was like, she is not fucking dying. On
Sam's the total babe.
You're making it.
this. yeah. Sam is a total smoke show.
Yeah.
She was running around literally for about 3 chapters in just a towel, and it was
How can you let her die? She's so vulnerable.
Hayden,
Like you just,
Yeah.
your instinct is to just save her. You know, good for you, Gary. I respect that. You're a fucking gentleman, dude.
Yeah. Couple
Like,
people
seriously.
there was a couple of decisions where like you knew somebody was gonna die if I chose it, but to save Sam, I
Just like, fuck these guys.
this guy's dead.
Like that's too risky.
like I can't risk it.
Sorry,
But literally,
you're
the
gonna-
game does
Someone's
a
gonna
really
die.
good job at.
Like, hey man, we really appreciate it, but we're gonna leave you here
Yeah.
because we're out of here.
The game does a really good job at making some hard decisions, decisions that like can go either way, and you're not necessarily sure it's gonna kill somebody. But you're like, that's probably not the best decision, but
You got to save Sam.
you got to save Sam. And then the
So
one thing I
this
really
is the best decision.
I really like
Yes.
about the game too is the fact that there's some chase scenes, and I've talked about like quick time events with the game and everything, but they're really picked up on these moments where you're getting chased by something or someone, and it gives you the option: do you want to keep running or do you want to hide? You want to keep running or do you want to hide? And it keeps going until you're like, I'm gonna hide right here, and then it does the whole don't move, and you got to hold the controller still as the person's like creeping around, and then you don't know if you're gonna get caught or not, and then like there's a couple different moments where you are hiding and it shows a quick time event because like a bottle's about to smash, and do you quick time to pick up the bottle or do you not move because something might not see you if you don't move?
Did you catch the bottle?
No, I let it go.
What
Yeah.
happened?
Sam survived.
No spoilers.
Gotta play it to learn what happened with it.
I would
bro.
catch that ball.
Yeah. But there's all these different things that they throw quick time events at you, and you feel like you have to press the button because that's normal in us gamers is
But they're trying to get you.
but they're trying to get you in certain situations, and then sometimes you have a gun and there's bullets, and then like, do you just waste the shot or do you hold on to it? So I like the way that the game threw very quick decisions at you that could have pretty big repercussions down the end. And every time something major happens that you thought was maybe little, there's always a notification of like little butterflies that will fly out saying like you just changed something in the future. So it's really interesting. And then there are these like totems that you can find around the world that will show you a quick scene and look into the future.
So you
can
heads
say,
up.
okay, I know if I saw this, I know I don't want this person going close to this area, so I'm going to stay away from that or whatever. So there's a ton of different ways you can play the game. But it was a lot of fun. I definitely was playing through it pretty slowly, and then once I got towards the end of the game, I really just kept pushing through it. So I enjoyed it. For sure. I beat it. I'm happy. And
Happy with
Happy
the
with
ending?
your ending?
Yeah,
I am. It was a happy ending.
Okay.
for somebody.
For me, at least.
That's all that matters.
Okay. Actually, now. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So one quick game that I will mention that I also played for a couple hours was Alien Isolation.
You
I
gotta
know.
crush that out.
Interesting.
So I picked up Alien Isolation for a deal off Amazon for like $6, and it was one of the games I saw. Didn't get the best reviews. I was interested in the type of game that it was. I liked the Alien movies. Didn't really like what was the Gearbox Alien game that came out? That was like
Isolation. Alien Isolation.
Is it made by Gearbox?
Are you talking about Colonial Marines?
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
That's
a,
piece
Near
of
that
shit.
weird multiplayer.
that's like
in that?
hot garbage.
Yeah, that's
That was
like
one that they
absolute
completely
trash.
lied
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
what the game was.
Yeah.
This one,
No Man's Sky out there.
This one is so it's a first-person game. It's a first-person survival game where you play as, if you know the Alien movies, Ripley, who's played by
Sigourney
Sigourney
Weaver.
Weaver.
It's fucking such a hard name.
Yeah, it's a weird name. What's the deal with that? Why would you have such a weird
Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney?
Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney
What did I-
Weaver.
Is that what I said?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Nobody knows
is
what's
it?
right.
Sigourney Weaver.
What language is Sigourney Wiener?
Weaver.
What did you just say?
Weaver.
Did you say
Say
Wiener?
Wiener?
No,
You,
keep
I
saying
said it.
Wiener.
I said it once, mocking him, but apparently he didn't say it at
Yeah,
all.
so Sigourney Weaver, plays.
Soggy Wiener.
She plays as Ripley in the Alien movies as the main character. So in this game, you actually play as
is that who
Ripley's
plays them?
daughter. Yeah. Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver.
The more you say it, the less it sounds like it. So you just gotta stop.
Just gotta stop. Leave it alone. She plays as Ripley. You play as Ripley's daughter in the game, and you're trying to find out like what happened to your mother. You find out that there's some sort of communication device that was left on this ship that is just not communicating anything anymore. So this guy comes to you and is like, we're sending a team out there. I know you're looking for your mother and you want to come with us. So you get on the ship, and the one thing that the game really does really well is the sound design in the game. Space is can be very creepy. And
Have you been there?
a couple times. I really want to go to Mars at some point. It's one of my things.
Yeah.
But
What's
Go
the other?
hatch
yeah.
that egg.
yeah,
What's that other planet you want to go to?
Uranus.
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 Jupiter.
So you end up going up to this ship. You get lost from your crew, of course.
Of course.
It just happens
Classic.
like that. You get onto the
Sigourney.
ship, and the one thing I wasn't really expecting was that there's a lot of people on the ship. So when you get onto the ship, they literally have all these people that are kind of running around. Everyone's scared. They keep coming up to you saying there's a monster on the ship, killing people. And you're just like, at first, like, what? There's a guy going around? They're like, no, it's a fucking monster. And so there's literally just one alien on the ship. So there's not a ton of them. There's just one. I played for about 2 hours now. I still have yet to see the alien.
So you're just creeping around.
So I'm literally just creeping around. I'm
You're
following.
hearing it everywhere and shit
Yeah,
like that.
I'm following this one guy, and he's trying to help me get to the communication deck right now. And I've ran into a couple different groups of enemies with actual guns, and they're like the guys on the ship that are just like, they're
Fuck
just
this.
they're just surviving is what they say they're doing. So I've been going around manipulating things to like get out of their way. I haven't been in any combat whatsoever. It's all been a lot of sneaking, but like the atmosphere is just fucking strange. And there's a lot of different doors and pathways that are locked off, but you have to find something to unlock it, like a key card or something like that. So you're doing a lot of sneaking around. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the game. I mean, at this moment, I know me and Brian kind of talked about it on the side, but it was kind of, I haven't got to that part yet where I've seen the alien or anything like that. But as far as right now, like the atmosphere and everything is really cool. The music is the classic Alien music from Alien 1. And so I'm liking it at this moment. It's kind of one of those games that I'll progressively keep going until maybe I just stop. I don't know. So that's all. That's it for that.
It's kind of a misnomer there, huh? Alien isolation, ton of people on the ship.
Yeah, it's kind of
Like
weird.
more than 7?
But he
But
feels
the
alone.
alien is isolated.
Nope.
Well, did you say there's only one?
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily. Never
You
mind.
still got people around.
Yeah.
Until everyone
Well,
dies.
but maybe
then you're
he-
alone.
Maybe he wants to go back to his family. You know, maybe this is about how sad the alien is. Everyone just thinks like, oh, the poor people. Like, maybe that alien's hungry.
So
you know?
this is
So
now,
he just-
this is now
He's
a love
higher up on
story.
the food chain. You know, he's hungry. He eats people. It is what it is. Poor guy. He's isolated from his family. He's
Turns
alone.
from horror to love
Sad.
story.
Please, Gary.
Think
what
about
else,
it on his end.
What else
My
did you
God.
play this week?
So I played a little bit of a game called Virginia.
Oh, yeah, you did.
We did. So
Oh, we
so me, Brian, and God Mike actually played together. We played for about an hour.
Yeah, we
So
did a little Let's Play. That'll be up on the YouTube channel
at some point.
that you can find if you go to YouTube /Pixelated Points.
Yep.
And you'll see our Let's Play. That should be up by the time that you're listening to this. So actually subscribe to us on YouTube because that would be super helpful for us. Also share us with your
appreciate it.
friends.
Absolutely.
And
But
your
yeah,
friends'
but
friends.
please. And your friends'
Yeah,
friends.
so Brian you talked about this game a couple weeks ago.
I
believe.
think he enjoyed it, didn't he? As
No,
I
it
recall.
sounded like he hated its guts.
No,
I don't
I
know if
didn't.
he
I
hated it.
No, I didn't hate it. It was just weird.
It just wasn't what
It's
you
just
expected. A lot of
fucking weird.
like just a cow.
Just wait, did I say it
cow.
was a cow or a buffalo?
You said it was a cow.
It was it wasn't a cow. It was we found out
it was a buffalo.
it was
a
a
buffalo.
buffalo.
Told him buffaloes aren't cows, Brian.
Yes.
Buffaloes are not cows.
Not even
No.
close.
No,
What we did find, lots of toilets
lots of toilets.
that we couldn't use.
Yeah,
Couldn't use them. Lots of
use-
toilet paper.
What?
Lots of cleaning supplies.
You gotta
Just
be prepared.
Why so many toilets? What do you mean? There's a lot of homes that are empty.
I don't know.
and you guys
Maybe
just
Justin,
notice the
you
toilets?
might have to watch.
yeah. You're gonna have to tune
You
in.
might
I'll
have to
check
actually
it out.
watch it and see what we're actually
What
talking
kind of
about.
toilets
But
we got?
yeah,
Yeah.
Steve, a lot of toilets, a lot of toilet paper, a lot of cleaning supplies.
3 rolls per toilet. That's
Dude,
a
you
lot
could
to
never
just
just-
like have about.
You never
Yeah.
know.
Mine are like I said.
There's usually like a pantry or a cabinet
Yeah,
or like
that you
something
put underneath.
I mean,
They're
ours
just-
are out, but they're in like this weird kind of like decorative tube kind of thing. Like
This
off
was
to the
just like
side.
it was like stack 1, 2, and then maybe this one's off to the
Just
side. a
every
little.
house had just like 3 rolls of toilet paper in it.
For the most part,
yeah,
yeah.
for the most part.
There was one bathroom.
Savages.
One
Although-
bathroom had no mirror
No mirror.
with a sink,
I mean, some people hate themselves.
and right away, that guy was a killer.
Conan.
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 So I already got my eyes on Conan.
Conan
right
was
now.
the killer.
As soon as we saw him,
Oh, that's a good. He's right, dude. People with no mirrors, that's a lot of self hatred.
Yeah,
he could project
he-
that.
Yeah, but how many rolls of toilet paper do you have?
3.
he had 3,
So
and he
he's
had
so-
a bunch of cleaning
all right.
supplies like stuffed underneath the toilet, like kind of to like behind it. I'm like, this guy's a bona fide psychopath. Then I went into his room and found that he had a getaway bag that was just stuffed in the corner. And, like this guy, and him and his wife
if it's
have
a gym
2
bag?
separate
Yeah,
beds.
it's 2 separate beds. What's the deal
That
with
guy's
that?
doing it right. He's been married a long time. He's sick of it.
And
Well, he's a reverend.
He's a
Yeah,
reverend
he's also a
too.
reverend.
Oh,
so
shit.
now it's
Yeah.
making sense.
But no, but reverends are
Reverends
allowed
can-
to be with their wives.
Well, maybe he doesn't choose to. Maybe he wants to be even extra pure.
Well, you'll have to watch the Let's Play to find out.
Yeah.
will I?
But to be honest with you,
really?
the game is about you play as an FBI agent trying to find this missing child in Kingdom, Virginia. And
I
that's
got none of that. Well,
Steve's
I
just finding out.
literally had very little idea what the story was.
Steve was kind of snoozing. He also had a few adult bevies.
Yeah.
He
So
was
I was
bruised.
the
But I
one.
didn't understand the kid thing. I didn't even catch that.
Lucas was missing.
Yeah, Lucas is missing.
Lucas,
Conan-
right, because of the door.
haven't seen Lucas
The
in
Yeah.
a while. Yeah.
Conan,
All right,
he's
it's
back.
coming back.
He's back.
Yeah.
This
Conan.
game is forgettable, apparently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I will say that it's probably harder, and Brian said it during while we were playing. It's harder to pay attention exactly to what's happening if you're not actually playing the game. But the game
Because
is
you're always looking around.
Well, yeah. I'm
No, I mean,
I was
all about-
controlling.
So
Like
for
all the hard cuts.
yeah.
Like the game just.
No, you tell us about all the hard cuts.
Go for it.
I got nothing. I was snoozing.
Yeah.
I just started waking up. I don't know. So you'll be doing something. You'll be like entering a bedroom or driving, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're in another completely different area.
So you're like, it'll honestly, like Steve said, you'll be driving, then boom, hard cut, you're in a diner drinking coffee.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I get
like
it.
a good
Maybe they
time.
were just going to the diner, but it's like time has passed. Shit has happened in between that apparently isn't important. So they're hitting you with
And-
important scenes of this story that they're telling.
And it would be kind of cool if it was done better. And also, there's no voice acting.
None.
So, and there's no text. Like, there's
Well,
no
there
way
is
Wait, there's
talking.
no text?
No one's
So
talking.
It's
Is it
all like
emotion
it's
or
all
like-
like yeah.
Yeah, you can just
gesture-based.
tell. You can tell.
I think that's fucking cool.
It
Yeah.
is the art style
Can-
for one is incredible, and two, the way that they tell the story, where there's no words said whatsoever. There's no words spoken.
Yeah, I always thought that'd be a cool idea for a comic book.
You did
Yeah,
bring that. He did
You-
bring that
you've-
up.
I
That
mean,
was a while
is-
ago.
That's a while ago. Yeah.
You let that out there now.
They took
I
that
just
from-
want to talk about real quick about the gas station.
Well, I feel like that's a good thing not to tell people.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe
The gas
just
when you
Suspense is building now.
when
Had
you
4
when you
rolls of toilet
watch
paper.
I'm definitely gonna have to watch that.
when you watch the Let's Play and you see the gas station scene,
the
you're
gas
gonna
station
have a
scene
good
was,
time.
That scene was my favorite. that was
pretty good.
ingrained in my head of exactly what happened at that gas station was hilarious. And then I will say that it's just the scenery, the graphics were really cool. I liked the art design. I think we decided that it was based in like October, right? We said
It was fall.
it was fall.
It was
so there's some
certainly not
foliage.
early September.
Yeah, definitely not early September.
Yep. So, I mean,
You'll have to watch
Yeah.
the Let's Play to
I
find
guess
out.
a lot of inside fucking jokes over
yeah,
here.
you'll have a great time.
but I actually am intrigued to find out exactly what's happening in the story. Like I said, as soon as I saw Conan, I literally say this guy did it. And I'm pretty sure he did it. So we played for about an hour. And we are planning to play another hour. I
We
believe.
plan to finish it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna keep
play
doing
through
it
to the end.
Yeah. How long?
I would say that we could probably bang through this in another Let's Play.
Oh, perfect.
So.
Cool.
So keep tuned for that.
Keep tuned.
Yeah.
Keep tuned.
You're doing a lot of breaking the
Yeah,
fourth wall
I don't
on this
know what's
podcast this
happening
week.
right now.
What's going
I don't
on?
know what's going on.
Freaking out.
Keep tuned.
Yeah.
So
Tune in on the tangent.
I will say that I think it is a piece of shit. But it's not. So if that makes sense,
All right.
So this gets like what, a yellow for you?
it gets a yellow for me right now. Depending on the outcome of the ending of the game,
Oh, you already know the outcome.
Dude,
Reverend did it.
It might.
Reverend Conan.
Conan
He
did
looks
it.
just like Conan O'Brien with glasses.
No, the guy at the bar looked like
Yeah, that's
really
also
looked
true.
like
The bar
Conan.
scene was strange. The
a
bar
lot of
scene,
Everything
yeah,
seems strange.
there was a lot of strange things happening, but it was a good time. We enjoyed playing it.
You said it was a piece of shit.
No, we
But
had
it's-
a good time
Together,
playing it
yeah.
Oh, like
together.
it was the experience of you guys all.
If you were to play
Yeah,
this by
mocking-
yourself, you'd fall asleep.
mocking the piece of shit.
Maybe.
Yeah, so
well, you might.
yeah, so watch it.
Yeah,
have a good time with us. We enjoyed it. We're gonna continue on with it, and
Also, comment and let us know if you like it. If we're terrible, any feedback is
Certainly
appreciated.
not terrible. But
Well, we're not terrible, but maybe our voices are.
hopefully we're better than the game that we're actually playing.
Yeah.
Definitely, we're definitely better
more
than the
exciting.
game
Low
that we're
bar.
playing.
One up. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we're.
Well, I mean, that we're definitely like we're crushing
We got
that.
this. We got
Exactly.
We're at least a yellow. That game's a hard red.
I like that. So that's all I'm really going to say about it because I don't want to spoil it too much,
Mm-hmm.
you know, especially since we do have that going out as well.
Spoil the poop.
Yep. So I'm going to move on to Justin.
Oh shit. All right,
seat.
let's think real quick. I guess I only played really 2 games. One game that I continued playing is Mafia. So I've crushed it out. I only
Did you
have
beat it?
No, I only have one more district to unlock, and then so far the actual very bottom half section of the map, the real bayou part of like the swampland, you can't do any missions in there or assign it to anybody. So that must be potentially the very last chapter of the game would take place there. I'm guessing there's no markers for it. So
just a hidden area with.
no, I mean there's in the beginning of the
You
game.
can go to the bayou if you want to.
In the beginning of the game, it basically tells you after you do the first chapter of the game, it unlocks all the other sections and says you can start doing missions here to unlock these districts, blah, blah, blah. But the bottom half is never unlocked still. So I have one more section to give away before I'm assuming that I'm going to do the Bayou
Is
section.
this
It'll be
in
over.
Louisiana or is it in a fictitious?
It's
Bordeaux.
New Orleans.
Bordeaux. Okay, so New Bordeaux is a fictitious New Orleans.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
a French ward and all that stuff.
Quarter.
Yeah.
Well, it's called French ward in this one, I guess. so
Oh,
I didn't know
sorry.
it's called
No,
French Quarter.
that would
For me, that's kind of disappointing because like the Bayou is like probably the coolest area for me to go to. I like that whole just scenery. I like shooting alligators. Can you kill an alligator?
I haven't tried. I really like the alligators. They're sick.
Yeah, so I tried shooting them and they swim under the water. They just leave you. I've actually swam out and tried to like punch them or something, and that didn't work
Yeah,
out.
they eat you, right?
Happy
Yeah.
dealing with it.
I mean, I think even in real life, you need a pretty good caliber bullets to get through their skin.
Yeah, they're
But I mean, the guns that
get
you're
on
They are
using is
dinosaurs.
yeah.
So.
yeah, legit.
they really are. That's fucking scary to think.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things like that, you know. Fucking
So how's
cuttlefish.
the grind? How do you feel?
The grind's a grind, dude. It really is. It really is a grind. And I don't know if it's because I spent the money on it or because I've already made it this far, but I do really like the cutscenes and they are really good, but I guess I would have rather done it the Anthony method and just watched them all back to back to back to back on YouTube because they
Crush
do
it,
such
yeah.
a good job explaining it that they explain the whole mission to you before you do it. Basically in that like
when they're
cutscene
talking,
when they're
yeah,
interrogating your friend. So you could literally watch them back to back to back and use your imagination to how it plays out, but then you get to actually physically play it out your own way.
Yeah.
So it is a super grind, dude. It's not worth it. It's
Does
not
it-
worth $60.
Does it feel like had they taken away all of that stuff,
Yes.
instead
It
of
would
having a
be-
30-hour campaign and just having a small, concise
If I played
6-hour?
15 hours of this,
Yep.
straight back to back missions like that, I would be praising this game. But that's really the grind is bad. I will say I played the fucking funniest mission where
Better than the one we talked about last week.
I believe so. This one so far is well.
Do we have a clip of this?
No, we don't. We don't. But there's a mission where my target is on a riverboat, and I stop the riverboat, and it's kind of like sinking. And a bunch of the guests on the riverboat, so you're like, all right, you're like stealthing around, and the enemies are everywhere, so you're plotting your scheme on how you're gonna get up to the boss. And all the guests are jumping off the riverboats, and there are just crocodiles crushing everybody. You just like, I was just spent 10 minutes looking over the corner of just probably 20 computer fucking NPCs running around just getting eaten by alligators. It was hilarious.
Sounds like a horrible scene.
It sounds like a great mission.
Sounds like my kind of scene.
Well, I'm sure that the game was expecting me to go on with the mission and enter the boat and attack the boss.
But were they though? Because they made the animation and everything for it, right?
Oh, yeah. They just did
So
the
were
I'm
they-
expecting for that one
Those
person.
sick fucks.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing.
The alligator is hilarious. I still have yet to be eaten by an alligator, even though I almost was. I was.
You gotta test that water.
Yeah, dude, fuck that. I know. I've
Yeah, you
seen
do.
it. Because I threw a bunch of people in the water already, so I'm like, all right, that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
So you're just using these things as weapons.
The alligators? Yeah, that's why they're sick.
Yeah, there was an achievement to feed the alligators.
Yeah, I got that in the first mission.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
So it is a super grind. It's not really worth $60, to be honest with you. I think Mafia 2 was better in that aspect. But the environment is so great and the story missions are so great, we definitely...
Yeah, I gave
yeah.
up on this game.
If they sell this game for $20, buy it.
No.
When it's on
I'm going to
sale.
tell people don't even. The grind, you're not, even if you buy it for $20, it's not worth 30 hours.
But I mean, I'm burning through the grind section of it so quickly now that, I mean, it's still a grind, don't get me wrong, but for $20, I would say it's worth it, but not $60. I will finish it because I'm fucking determined. I do like a district at a time. I sit down, I bang out a whole district, and I just move
You
on.
play Assassin's Creed Syndicate?
Did I play?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you beat it all the way through?
No, but I
Okay.
almost did.
Almost.
What I'm going to
Just in
ask you
review.
is it similar to that grind or is
Yes.
it way worse?
It's worse than that, but in the exact same way. It's like they drop, okay, this is all his stuff, go attack it, and he comes out. But I feel like
With
actually
Assassin's
it could be, yeah, it's that grind. It is, but it might be a little longer. There might be more
Do you have to do
because you have to cut his money supply down before you draw him out. So each
Do you
thing
have
takes his
to
money.
take out each district, or can you continue with the story without doing it?
I don't think so because the bayou's locked.
Okay, because with Assassin's Creed, those are all optional.
Right. It's
These
just
are
harder.
like
It's just harder to kill.
semi-optional.
Yeah, it's just
is
harder to kill the boss if you don't or whatever. Or
Well,
like
no,
the-
in Assassin's Creed, you don't even have to take out the boss. You can
just
just do
straight burn through it.
the story.
oh, there's just like more enemies
Yeah,
and shit.
this
Yeah.
is the story.
This is the story. You have to do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying don't even play this game.
Okay.
Like I tried, I liked the beginning of the game. I thought it was great. The cinematics are fantastic. The voice acting is great. The storytelling was really, really well done. I just think they missed the mark with the gameplay, and it's disappointing. It's disappointing
is.
for sure.
Because it's looked like a step forward for Mafia, but in reality, I think it was kind of one step backwards. I mean, because obviously the graphics were great and the music was great and all that stuff, but in reality, aren't the graphics always great nowadays? So
For
it's
the
like
most
it
part.
sucks that they fucked up on the gameplay, which is the key element. You can have a good story, you can
I
have
feel
a
like
good
they
this.
just spent all their money getting the rights to all those
Yeah.
6 songs.
Yeah, probably.
Is probably
Johnny
what
Cash.
it
Doing
did.
all that-
It's a good time.
that
Yeah,
work on
Johnny
the
Cash.
animation on the mouth and shit.
Yeah.
all the
that-
tongue.
all the
All the
tongue,
tongue
and the
teeth and
teeth.
the
Tongue is
lips.
expensive. You got to pay extra for the tongue. I've seen
What
some-
else did you play this week?
So besides that, I played the Skyrim Ultimate Edition or the remaster, and
Nice.
I will only say aesthetic things about it. That they added a bunch of, for one, like small things. They added like reflective sparkles in the snow, which
Okay.
is common to our snow, but it never was in there before. So they added that. The cloud mechanics that they did were completely brand new, so you can almost see like the evaporation, the fall, and it rise, and depending on the time of day, and it looks amazing. They revamped the water and all of the shadow mechanics that they use,
The lighting mechanics.
or the light. Yeah, they.
So basically,
Sheems.
they remastered the graphics.
They remastered the graphics.
Yeah,
That's
it's
interesting.
those specific things right there were
How was the grass?
the grass. I mean, it's probably better. Didn't really
Looking
pay too
all-
much attention to it.
Looking all green.
Probably
That's more
remastered.
impressive.
The clouds and the water and the
Yeah.
snow.
Well, the cloud
remastered.
mechanic itself, the way the clouds move, is actually different than the other game.
Yeah.
But other than it being beautiful, I played some mods. I'm just right now.
Oh, you got mod support for this.
Oh,
Is this
yeah.
on?
that's
Because
awesome.
you're playing on Xbox.
Xbox.
Yes.
So you got full mod.
It's on.
support.
Is it on Xbox and PS4?
Peaceful,
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
but PlayStation 4 unfortunately suffers from some lack of mods. But
Spoilers.
Which we'll
Yeah.
talk about
We
during
would.
the news.
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm running around whatever fucking weapons I want, whatever ammo I want.
What are you playing as? Playing as Nord, Catwoman? What's going on?
No, this character I did a Nord because my other playthrough I did an elf, so I just did like the
Change it up.
human guy.
the
you
Nord
know,
from the
pretty-
north.
Yeah,
Nice.
pretty normal setting. But right now I'm just doing. I have the only really mod I'm using is unlimited magic,
Are
so I
you
never run out of
playing
magic.
as a mage?
Yeah, but I do like lose health and I do lose.
I always play as a
stamina.
mage too.
I never played mage in
Nord.
the other game. That's why I'm doing it now
I
because
played a mage in Skyrim.
the arrow was just way too dangerous. And the sneak, if you did sneak and arrow, you were one shotting
That's what
everything.
I was doing. That's what I did.
So because I was
Crushing it like a
afraid, because I was so like I wanted to get everything in the game, I wouldn't really allow myself to play the the tougher way. I was always sneaking. I was always arrows because I didn't want to die. But now that I don't give a fuck and it's really hard for them to kill me, it's just been really fun. So if you were on the fence about it, get it.
Guns
Even
blazing.
if you played Skyrim before, fucking get it.
Yeah.
well,
The
isn't it
clouds.
backwards
The clouds.
compatible?
I might for the clouds.
No, you have to
No.
have a new gen. And I couldn't load my character or anything like that.
No, but I'm saying,
It
can
only
you
works
play Skyrim for your 360 on your Xbox
Yeah.
One? Is that
Is it
possible?
backwards
Is it
compatible?
backwards
I
compatible?
do not believe so.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
No.
All right, well, that would make sense. So,
Yeah.
okay.
That's it. It was my week.
Very cool. Who's going next, God Mike or Anthony?
Let's go, Ant-Man.
All right. So I did play another horror game this week.
There you go.
Jesus.
So let's
Just-
wrap
I mean,
up
Halloween did not
October.
officially. you
It
gotta let
ended
let
like
it bleed into the
4
next
days
week.
ago.
No,
Yeah.
Justin said he had 3 more days to play his game, and he didn't do it. So
Yeah,
Anthony,
actually,
thank you,
for the next game
thank you.
because I did play the game you were supposed to play. I
Oh,
could have
yeah.
used your help, you piece of shit. But
mean,
I
I-
did do Halloween themed with a new game that actually came out during the week, which is called Wick.
Explain.
All right, so it's a generic kind of horror game in the sense of like Slender Man. You go running through a forest literally with a candle.
Wick.
Playing on your
On
PS4?
Yeah, PS4.
Okay.
And the story is a house had burnt down and the family had died, but they didn't find the bodies to the children.
Of course.
Yeah.
Classic.
So you're like, all
They
right.
could have burned.
Never
Yeah.
mind. Never mind.
I mean,
Let him
spoiler
explain
alert.
the story.
What are you, a coroner now?
Spoiler
Get the
alert.
fuck out of here.
It ends. I read it already. Sorry.
Did you?
Yeah,
That's a Salvatore move through and
I
through.
read it.
I
how it
shouldn't
ends.
say
Game
that. That's
over.
an Anthony move.
No,
there
I
we
do
go.
that also.
You
It's the way to do. All right, I've been correct.
I do that with
before.
movies a lot.
Yeah.
why?
You
Why?
gotta-
What? No. Why? What
No,
the
I-
hell's the matter with you?
The
'Cause he's probably not
the
gonna
most
watch the
interesting
movie
thing to
anyways.
me about a movie is not necessarily the surprise; it's how they get to the surprise, like the end.
So,
Correct, yeah.
so if
So
it's
I
not
gotta say-
about the surprise, it's about the journey. You're still gonna ruin the movie.
It's not ruined.
Are
It's
these
just not
movies that
ruined.
you're gonna watch, or ones that you knew for sure you weren't gonna watch anyways?
Most of them are ones I'm not going to really watch.
Yeah, because there's just so many movies that I haven't watched that I could just read it. Why not?
to know
Well,
if
I'll
you're
read 'em.
interested
Do you need
beforehand?
another one, or you?
Yeah, I'll take one. G.
I mean, normally you like
Two
to think
more.
you'd read up on a movie before you start anyway.
No, I don't. I don't think that.
I mean,
Or
potentially a review maybe with no spoilers in it. I guess, or like you see a
Everything's
trailer.
spoiler.
I mean, that's how I watch all my movies. See a trailer, I'm like, okay, yes or no, right off of that. I'm not reading or fucking
you two are
googling
fucking
or
savage.
checking
That's a Salvatore thing.
IMDb.
Yeah,
or
Salvatore
whatever.
thing. But Anthony, please continue with Wick.
Yeah. So again, the story was house burnt down. Can't can't find the children. So you go as a bunch of teenagers, like it's like Blair Witch Project. You're thinking, like they play the joke on you. They blindfold you. They pretty much leave you in the forest.
Yeah, because
Because they held
that
they,
joke.
they held what they call like a vigil.
A vigil, a midnight vigil.
Yeah, so they do all the candles surrounding like the graves of pretty much.
Sick. They
the
make
children.
a what is it, 7 or 6 sided star? What is it?
pentagram.
Yeah,
That would be a
that's-
5-sided star.
5 stars.
Penta.
Pentagram.
Yeah.
Did they make a pentagram?
No, we're not summoning any kind of demonic thing.
Yeah.
Just-
They're sissies.
Thanks, bud.
and you have to survive the night, and then they give you this candle. You have a box of matches, and you wander through the forest looking for like clues on pretty much what happens. And it's pretty much jump scares the whole time.
It sounds like it's similar to like a first-person white light or white knight
White Knight was a lot different than
than what Wick.
because, like you
is.
said, he got drunk on the like he crashed.
Well,
and
I
then-
mean,
and,
you know
like,
what I mean.
he
Like
found
the
an
lighting
abandoned house.
mechanic. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the mechanic.
Do you have like a limited supply of matches?
The candles will burn. I think the matches are unlimited, but the candles will burn relatively
You
quick.
gotta find candles.
You have to
There's
keep
just
going for it.
candles in the woods.
What was the
These,
game?
what I just tell you?
Was
I
it
wasn't
so-
listening.
They held the
The midnight vigil.
yeah. So there's
So they're just scattered everywhere, or like,
because it's
come on.
like a bunch of graves.
okay.
I'm just
Yeah,
telling
you're
you.
they're just running through the
Justin
woods,
is
midnight
not
vigils
impressed.
everywhere.
Yeah, all right, I got you.
Throwing candle wicks all about.
But how are the clouds?
The clouds are beautiful. They're
they nice?
remastered, and the water sheams.
Sheams?
Sheams.
It
It's the water-
shines and glimmers.
The water sheams. I like.
That's sick. There's little specks.
Just
in the
out.
snow?
Just yeah.
It's just
Anyway,
All the
Steve, what
lighting
were you
hits
gonna
it.
say?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what was the game you guys? Well, one of you played last year, where you had the video camera with the batteries you had to find.
This
That's
is me.
Outlast.
That would be me.
Outlast.
If it's a horror game, it's
Yeah.
probably me.
Yeah,
and
it's
Gary.
also
It's
true.
either me and Gary.
Yeah.
But that reminds me of that. Like you
No,
need to find the
Outlast.
batteries. But
Oh, yeah.
no, that kind of concept.
You drop the camera, like that act's like gone like 10 minutes into that game. He's like, yeah, I'm done recording this shit.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
batteries are used for the lighting on the camera.
Or whatever. Yeah.
So,
Anyways,
but yeah,
we're talking
same
about Wick
concept.
here.
No, but I
Okay.
mean,
It was a nice
It's
comparison.
Yeah.
You
How
fuck.
long did you beat it?
no, the kid kept fucking like when he finds you, he jumps on you and literally just punches you in the face until you
death?
die. To death.
Who's he?
Some kid. I just
Some random person?
some-
That's sketchy
it's
as fuck.
A kid
It's
comes.
probably the kid that body they didn't find.
So
He's been eating deer and fucking dirt and
yeah, so he's
shit.
crazy. So you keep wandering. Like I said, you have to survive.
I read
until
that he just
certain-
burned up.
Yeah. and
Well,
that's why I
don't
didn't
read
find it.
don't believe everything you read, and
Reminds
you don't
me
read
of,
a
like,
lot.
Sinister
So
a lot though. Like
Sinister?
That's
the
kind of
movie.
sick, though.
oh, that's again a horror movie.
You like it?
Right over my head.
Like the game, you enjoying
Yeah,
it?
you enjoying it?
No, because the kid kept fucking getting
Beating
like,
you?
yeah, literally.
Well,
like,
let me
just
ask you, the
death in a
first time
row.
you saw the kid, were you like, oh, let me see what he's going
Well,
to do?
yeah, you have.
He's
to.
going to
Yeah,
kill
yeah,
you.
the
No,
first time.
no,
You
you
do it
don't.
the
You're
second
looking
time.
for the kid.
Yeah,
like
you
I'm
do
thinking.
it first off, and then the second time you just never let it
Yeah,
happen again.
you
It's
try to
your goal.
run,
Yeah.
and then you sprint, and then like I was like, all right, I lost him. And I went to go looking like an abandoned bus. Literally, he just pops out and just fucking like Hadoukens you right in the face.
Yeah. This kid sounds like a monster.
He's wearing a white mask, and then he just fucking punches you.
Is it
jumps
made out
on
of
top
human
you.
skin?
No,
You missed the mark there.
Well,
But-
that sounds
I did not
just
make
terrible.
it until the end. He kept fucking catching
That's
me.
for Anthony.
I know what it is. Making sure we're good here. No free advertisement.
But
Yeah, no one can tell what these are.
Please continue. What else?
What's the next game?
Yeah, what's the next
So
game, man?
moving from that, which was I did continue Dark Souls. Like I'd said, I would have. I'm going for the platinum.
Good
How's
luck.
the PvP?
I didn't do any PvP.
There's no achievements for PvP?
They did for the DLC. There's no trophies that are needed.
Wow.
Yeah, so I got
That's
lucky-
crazy
I got lucky on
because
that one.
for
Yeah.
a more PvP orientated DLC to have
It's
no
just-
achievements for PvP
Yeah,
is quite interesting.
Well,
Wait a
he
minute,
said
hold
there
on,
are
hold
achievements,
on.
but it just didn't affect.
But they add. But last week we had said like so when they add new rings, like I now have to collect those ones in order to get the trophy for.
Hold
that.
on. Wait a minute. So you don't have the platinum yet?
I do not have the platinum.
Okay, so the platinum unlocks. So you're fucked.
Why?
So you're fucked.
I like that.
Go on.
So you have the DLC,
Jesus
correct?
Christ.
Correct.
And you don't have the platinum yet.
Correct.
You need every trophy. It does not unlock when you get all of the trophies for the single game itself.
But there's no trophies for the DLC.
There's no trophies whatsoever.
None. Zero.
Are you sure that you're
Hot.
connected to the
I'm.
interwebs?
Yeah. Someone invaded me, so I'm pretty
he's
sure.
There's
pretty much
no
online.
okay.
Are you sure it wasn't an NPC?
No, because
Invasion?
I googled it beforehand. Let's
Okay.
Yeah,
You read all about it.
Don't fuck this guy.
So
Come
there's
on.
no trophies for
There's
the DLC?
no trophies for the DLC. Correct.
None.
None. I went in there, double checked this.
He said it a lot. I mean,
Hold on, wait.
He seems pretty
Did you
confident
go
in his
into
answer, Brian.
Did you go into Dark Souls 3 or did you go into Dark Souls 3 DLC?
There is no subfolder.
hey, I'm just
Look
trying to
through the
help
whole-
you out.
Just to double check, make sure I'm like, how far am I from this platinum?
But no, in most games, well, I guess I haven't played PlayStation in a while, but at least on Xbox, if there's even a DLC, it just drops all the achievements right into the pool. It doesn't break them up into different
Well,
DLCs.
with-
which I had said it
Yeah,
would have
which-
added the
sub,
pyromancy.
yeah,
stuff.
it would have
Yeah,
been
yeah.
like a subfolder. But with PlayStation, with Xbox, you don't get a platinum trophy. You don't get a trophy for collecting all the other trophies. The platinum trophy is you get
guess you're
everything
right.
in the game 100%
Get
done. So when for DLC, if you beat the game and unlock the platinum, and then DLC comes out, you don't have to get all of those trophies to then unlock the
But if you
platinum.
don't get the platinum,
Yeah.
and new
So I know what's going
achievements
on.
come
Yeah.
So there are no trophies.
Okay, thank you, Gary.
I just did some research real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
You did what I did. With
Yeah. So there are no trophies. And the reason being is what they're saying is because the PvE is so short and because it's more PvP, they didn't want to hurt people going for platinums because if they don't want to play PvP, they don't
shouldn't be
have to.
forced.
And
Yeah.
then the people that like PvP, this is a DLC for them. And then that way, you can still get a platinum for just the main story. So
That's cool of them.
I guess so
good
because
luck.
it's
Yeah.
not like a
Good luck, sir.
major DLC. So hopefully in the next DLC, when they actually make a PvE DLC, let's cross
his
our fingers,
final.
we got a couple more, and more than 2 bosses. I would appreciate.
Well,
Yeah, let's get
didn't-
4 or something.
Just to note, the second hidden boss is required in order for you to do the P verse B.
So you have to.
You have to beat that boss. He drops a item that you need.
Have you gone into that arena or anything like that yet?
Yes, I've been in the arena.
How is that?
You know the area where people normally fight?
Yep. In like the very beginning of the game.
It's the exact same, like it looks the same with the edges.
Yep.
It's got the holes. So it looks like actually ancient Greece.
Edges, holes,
Edges, holes,
Yep.
shimmering water.
shimmering.
Edge, holes, shimmering water.
Yeah.
Clouds, bushes.
Yeah.
You mean
It's
like
snow.
a col-
It looks like an
like a
acid.
Colosseum.
It's a giant column a pillar that goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working on
So
it.
did you you fought against other people?
He invaded. I did not actually go into the whole I did not inquire of the P versus P.
You
So
didn't
if he
partake
invades you,
in the partake.
you go to the arena, or
No, I was already in the arena.
oh, so you can be in the arena.
You can be in there.
without setting like a
well, I
match.
mean,
But people just go there, and that's where people just keep evading people
because
in the arena.
they write the chart. I mean, normally you don't have to write it anyway. A random person can do it, but
Yeah.
because
So
I was
you know
looking
if you're
for-
going into the arena,
You're probably gonna
most
get invaded.
likely you're going to get invaded.
you're getting invaded.
Yeah.
People looking to.
So you
battle
were, you figured it was probably gonna happen anyway.
Did
it
you die?
happens.
Yeah.
Not fuck no.
Did you kill him, or you ran away?
I killed him.
Oh, good for you. I'm proud of you, pal.
Was it Zod 233's
2337.
Is that what it was?
No, I have no clue.
No. My homie Zod.
Yeah.
He's out there crushing PvP and Dark Souls. I
Don't
didn't know.
fight him, Anthony. If you
Yeah.
see him, you lay down.
better
and hope he
run.
doesn't
No,
see you.
I'm
Better
Just
I'm
lay
run,
down
bro.
in the bush.
Just lay down in the bush, find a nice like
challenge him.
shimmery
Shimmery water to lay
I'm
under.
not cocks. I'm a lag.
Or
you know?
even like-
I'm not going 3 and 67.
Let's go. Fucking
Vamonos.
Vamonos, baby.
Nice,
Cox,
nice,
we're coming for you.
cool.
No,
so,
on the-
so you're working on the platinum.
I'm level 203. So normally like
The people
mean,
that
yeah,
people
much-
aren't truly PvPing at that
yeah,
level, are they?
nobody's really.
120 is the base.
It's usually 120 to 150 now.
It's like the dance of like you dance because no one can officially kill you like in one go.
So
you
if
can
somebody
always-
invades you, do you use multiple flasks to stay alive, or do you not using any?
flask, I use anything. He invaded me. It's different if I invade him. Like
I just know like it's etiquette.
it's
in Dark
etiquette
Souls
not to use
to-
a shield as well.
It's etiquette
but,
to not use a flask at all.
But it's in the game, so
Why the fuck wouldn't you use a resource that you had just
Cor-
because the other guys
Because
missed it?
what happens in PvP is that if like, especially once you hit the higher levels, you could have like 10 flasks.
Yeah,
And
it's-
like
it's
you
a-
could get some damage on me, and then I can like step back, take a flask, I got full health again.
So why you
and
trying
then
to invade me, bro?
that's kind of
Does the invader get these flasks?
he has
Yeah,
cut, his is cut in half.
his
Well,
flask are cut
that's
in half.
that's his fault.
Correct.
Don't come at me, bro.
Well, you gotta
This
remember.
means
I'll flask you as like
well,
a
the
joke.
problem being is that
Dance, I'll
this
flask again.
dance can go back and forth for a long time.
Correct.
Don't you guys like that shit anyways with the bosses?
No. So with PvP,
Then why do you play the game?
Because it's KD, bro.
No, I'm saying.
I know, I'm just
I know
busting
what
your
you're saying,
nuts.
but I'm just saying like I know typically in PvP like people like
It
you know
is-
have some sort of like
Correct.
respect or anything.
Which
like
if
that,
I do
where-
PvP, that is the rule. Like
that is
you
the
only-
rule when you usually like, especially when I know when people set up these like battles and stuff like that, they usually have like these little like wars where like they'll have 8
What is
people.
it? It's 20 no rush. What is that?
Oh, for StarCraft, yeah, 20 no
StarCraft.
rush. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll have
20
like
minutes,
they'll
no
have
rush.
like 8
Yeah.
people like watching, and then every like people like one person will go into the arena and the other person will go in, and then whoever wins stays, and then everybody plays where you don't use a flask, and then you just kind of battle it out that way, and that's kind of how people do it. But I know probably at that level, yeah, I mean you got so many flasks and stuff like a
It's-
PvP battle's gonna last.
I mean, you're not going to
fucking-
let yourself die
Well,
just
there's a
because
But if,
few-
you, but if you do, like, you lose your souls and you just respawn, the
Yeah.
guy's gone, and then you
Or I'll just
pick them
fucking
back
drink
up.
my flask and kill that douchebag.
There's a few, like I said, normally you wouldn't like because he loses what nothing. Had he when he kills me, he just gains what the drop from whatever covenant you are.
Yeah.
The also benefit for him is enemies can only attack me. So he like a lot of people
Oh,
pull
yeah.
the douchebag move and they will drag people.
Enemies
They'll
at you.
invade you at the worst time while you're doing something, and then it's like one of those things where like obviously I'm gonna heal. Like this guy's being a douchebag. Like let's fucking
Yeah. You're going to get. I mean, I would use flasks all day.
Yeah.
I'd
You
probably
know,
just play this offline.
You
Yeah.
should have already played this game. So
correct. Which leads me
talking about how
I mean, he looked at it. He
he
thought
looked
about
about
it.
it.
Yeah.
I thought
you
about
know,
it.
when Mafia, he spent all that money. He's
Whoa,
gonna
whoa,
play
whoa.
it.
You looked
but
at the
he
water.
Did spend money on something else. Then
Get the
have
water in
Water,
Skyrim.
snow, the snow.
Yeah,
Clouds.
the graphics are very beautiful. There are some really nice clouds in the game, Justin.
Yeah.
Some shimmery water. There's a couple. I saw a really nice bush.
Took a picture of it.
Anyways, let's get this back on
No,
track.
but so
The
pretty much
foliage is lovely.
to speed this up, what I was doing was collecting the last pieces of the trophies I need. Like I said, I could have used your help because farming for this shit is a fucking bitch.
Yep.
30 hours, I'm still not even. I'm
Oh,
halfway
this is what
done.
Dixon was doing, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
halfway done.
Zod.
Zod.
It's a 1% chance to fucking drop what you need, and it's
1%?
1%. Yeah.
That's like
It's
some
like
sketchy
really-
ass
This is-
Pokemon.
Don't you need
shit,
like
fucking-
200 of
What?
these things? or
well,
something
from
like
different total from it's there. You need 30 per covenant. So it's
Alright.
1% chance.
So is that why people are attacking you to try to get your covenant drops? Does that count for them?
It would, yes, correct. Depending on which
So
covenant.
if you're doing a lot of PvP and you're
So you might as well actually let that fucker take your shit.
The problem would be you'd have to. The game kind of.
So I can see where the respect thing comes from. Like, I'm coming for your drops, bro. Like, you got 30 to get, I got 30 to get. Just let me get you. Make it happen.
if
Okay,
you played.
I guess I guess you're right a little bit there. That sounds brutal.
Well,
That's
the
brutal.
problem is you have to drop all 30 in one covenant at once. You can't leave one or like do half and then come back and join another one because then you lose all that progress.
Damn.
So
Yikes.
I'm farming literally all of it at once. That way you can do 30, 30, 30, 30 and just crush it out.
1 fucking
One go.
percent?
It's a,
Yeah.
And these enemies aren't like I'm in New Game Plus 4. It's not a fucking easy like. One, two. Some of them are all right. Some of them are bad, but like it's random.
Stop.
That's brutal.
Well, I mean, you've done it 4 times, so at least you know the enemies, but still, it's like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with that.
Good luck, bud.
Jesus Christ.
So if at any time
Did
you
Zod do
prefer
it?
to,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
did,
won.
right?
He's got
what
the
a
platinum.
psycho.
Yeah.
What a psycho.
Yeah,
But he could have got that PvP,
He told me
right?
that he didn't think he was gonna get the platinum when he was going through that. He was like, "I'm not gonna do this," and then he's a fucking psychopath.
And he just muscled through it.
Yeah.
Similar to somebody else we know.
Yep.
sort of, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Alrighty.
If
Nice.
Anything
Well,
else,
good luck.
though?
No, that was it this week.
No other game?
No other game.
All right, cool. So,
God, Mike. What
God
do you got?
Mike, what do you got
I
for
got a
us?
quick thing on Color Splash.
Oh.
Played a bit more of it.
Let me go to the bathroom first.
Yeah, well, maybe you should.
Why, you gonna make a color splash?
Ah, green color
Hey-o.
splash. Hey-o.
Awesome.
Nailed it.
It hasn't gotten better.
Okay.
Also, hasn't gotten worse.
It's not making a splash.
But I find myself.
Not so much here.
or here's
Not
so much.
here,
Yeah.
but right
There
there.
we go. I just, like I said last week, I just definitely find myself avoiding enemies, fleeing every battle that I end up going into. It's not at all. I mean, there isn't much in the way of puzzles so far. So
He's
So
just
you're just
walking
running
from
along.
point A to point B, avoiding battles.
yeah, pretty much.
It's a Brian game. This works.
Vamonos, baby.
There was like one kind of puzzle where I would, but it wasn't even a puzzle. It was more of it was a scavenger hunt. I had to Toad's clothes blew off. I had to find his clothes. I had to find his
Stop.
clothes. So like there were some kind of
Toad, he's got fucking pants and a vest.
Looking over.
and underwear apparently.
I guess, yeah.
Maybe it's a diaper. You don't know.
Yeah, that could be a diaper.
I
Oh, shoes.
Continents.
He's got shoes.
He did have shoes, but I don't know.
Like little booties.
But that was the one thing I had to find like a plunger to get down a pipe. But that wasn't
we
even
all
really
do
a
at some
puzzle
point in the
because
day.
Mario's got one.
I just had to find it. So far, it's a scavenger hunt.
Is Luigi in this game?
I think they sassed the shit out of him in it.
Don't they
There's
always
like
those pieces
one
of shit?
thing they sass him about.
That's the
that
best
was
thing
big.
about. That's the best thing about Paper Mario is the Luigi sass.
Yeah,
Luigi
there was
just
holding the
shit.
fort
There was
down.
one
Yeah,
big
like,
one, I
what the
think.
fuck?
Who keeps the company afloat when
Yeah.
Mario's away?
What's gonna happen when Luigi's gone and Mario slips into a deep depression?
Mario
and he
Bros.
can't
Inc.,
fucking-
yeah,
he
I
can't
guess.
even get out of bed. That's gonna be real
Someone's
funny.
doing the real plumbing.
Yeah, it's gonna be real funny. Dies from depression. Wow, real nice Nintendo. Perfect.
Wow. Speaking of tangents.
That's dark.
Yeah, that got dark real
yeah.
quick.
But
Stop fucking with
and then
Luigi.
the battle card system's still
Taking care of the ghost.
shit. I don't know why they just didn't make this game a coloring book. Seems like that's probably what it should have been.
Which is like
Gotcha.
really funny lines on the top.
Adult
Just color it
coloring
in.
book.
yeah.
I mean, that's all you're doing is you're coloring fucking cards that I never use because I avoid every battle
How
possible.
much time have you put into this game?
Oh, I don't know. Probably like 2 or 3 hours, maybe.
why are you a glutton for punishment? Why do you keep
just
playing
love
these
shitty games.
terrible
You gotta- you
games?
The
gotta-
writing is good.
yeah.
I'm curious, but to be honest,
But the
I actually
game
don't even know what the
sucks. Why
story
don't you
is.
just the writing? So
But
it's
there's funny shit.
witty
It's funny.
banter.
It is funny.
So
It
just
is-
watch. I guarantee you, there's a YouTube video.
Oh, of course, there's a YouTube video,
Of
or I
all
could
the
have watched
best.
someone stream it. But
All of the best lines.
Compilation.
something to do.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure we decided there was another game.
I
you
mean,
should have been playing
beating
this
your head
week,
off
and
the
I'm pretty
wall is also
disappointed you
something
did
to
not
do.
touch it.
Yeah, he's drawing a blank.
yeah.
No.
I too.
We'll
am-
talk about it off air because I don't want to say the name of this game on air. so.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh,
Lego City Undercover.
okay. I think I got you.
We're on the same page. I thought it was coming. I was excited.
Oh yeah.
Said you had a game.
I almost bought it.
It was like 99
It's
cents.
99 cents, but it was Well, I missed the sale because it was on sale for like
God damn it.
Flash sale.
99 cents, Steve.
for like
Pull the
69
trigger.
cents.
That game will be talked about on this podcast at some point.
Probably
in time.
next week.
It needs to be.
Oh, you know what it was too? It was Windows only, so I had to get that going. So.
Okay.
Dual booting. That's
Well,
still fun.
No, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But,
cool.
But that's going to be it for Under Our Thumb this week. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with the Drunken News.
Dude, Color Splash sounds like it's
Dude,
sucks.